Okay, let's go.
Hey now, jump in and buckle up for another episode of In the Passenger Seat, where we take you on a ride throughout the sports world, just one interview at a time. And I got with me tonight my guy, the correspondent. Hodges, how you doing this evening?
I'm good, man. I like the new intro there. It's different, got a little different vibe to it. So yeah, man, excited to be with you tonight.
Thank you, Keith. Yeah, it gets me jamming and ready to go, man. We're going to start off with a little bit of Gentleman's Got Mail tonight.
All right.
Well, I got a package in the mail the other day from my guy, Keith Wolfrey, up in Joppa, Maryland. Joppa, Joppa. I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere up on the other side of Baltimore, is what they say. It's
That's Hartford County. That's up by me. That's Hartford County. Yeah.
So this here, Keith Hodges, he's a older guy from the old neighborhood I grew up in, and he was a real good friend with my cousin Ronnie Carr. Ronnie passed about 6 months ago, and that's when Keith was telling me about this item right here that's in this box. I know what it is, but we're going to lay it open, and I'm going to show you what it is. And
all right.
It's right up my alley, dude. What we got? Look at this here. This here is new old stock, Keith.
Oh, wow. Oh, the name and logo that the team in Washington should have. And
yes, indeed. This here's one of them giveaways he got at the Capitol Center. He told me, sponsored by Tony's Pizza and Tropicana. I remember Tony's Pizza. It still got the cardboard in it, Keith.
Dang.
New old. He said he got it and it's been on his shelf. And he's seen my show and he's seen, we do Gentleman's Got Mail, and he knew I liked hats. So he gave me this cool Washington Bullets hat, man. Thank you, Keith Wolfrey. Man, this is just another thing that I can thank the old school guys from my neighborhood growing up, because I grew up with no brother. So all the fellas in my neighborhood were my older brothers. So that's cool as shit, Keith. Thank you so much.
Well done. Well done.
Look at here, man. Look at here. Woo-hoo. I got my Blainsburg thing they gave me at the wrestling event the other night. They gave me that little paddle sign. I tell you, that was fun too, man. My field trips will be starting up again probably 2 weeks. I got some things to work on, everybody. JC will be back on the scene very soon. More than likely, I'm going to move into the softball, baseball, and lacrosse season. So that's going to be fun. I know a lot about 2 of the 3 of those sports, and I know enough about lacrosse just to get in trouble. So we can.
Yeah, I know lacrosse tryouts are happening all across the region as we speak. So it's going to come quick. Spring sports.
We had snow on tryouts Monday. Snow.
Yeah.
I was like, and hearing them bats, man, I'm like, I know their parents ain't gonna kick their butt for hitting these $500 bats out here in 30-degree weather. Them bat companies, they can tell nowadays, man, how you mess up them bats, and people try to return them. I remember when we were playing tournament ball back in the day, softball, Keith, when the Carl Rose and all the TPX and all those came out, $200. We thought that was something, And then my wife, then my girlfriend, Celinda, bought me a $250 Carl Rose for my birthday for the Ocean City tournament. So I was like, ooh, this is a keeper right here. So let's get off of that, man. I could talk that all night. Let's move on, Keith, to tonight's.
Let's do it. Let's go.
We got a highly competitive 3-sport athlete at LaPlata High School in Charles County, Maryland, Keith. This athlete, he's on track and field, he's on the wrestling team, and he's on the football team. Oh, I meant to ask him in pre-show, but we'll get caught up on this here in a minute, because I believe he is currently scheduled to wrestle in the state tournament in Upper Marlboro at the Showplace Arena. Thursday or Friday he should be scheduled. So we'll check with Sima on that. And then we'll find out what's up. He's the number 5 seed in the tournament. He's also the 2025-2026 Southern Maryland Defensive Player of the Year. And I've seen him play some defense, man. This boy hits. He hits. So let's welcome Sima Saavedra to the show. Let's welcome him.
Welcome.
So, Sima, how you doing today?
Thank you. I'm good. How you guys doing?
Doing well.
Well, hanging in there.
Good.
I hope that introduction was correct. You currently are in the Wrestling State Championship Tournament. Am I correct?
I am.
Right, we'll talk about that a little later. But the way I like to start the show, I want to know about you in your younger days with sports. And tell me one of your childhood sports heroes and maybe a little bit about why, Sima.
As a kid, started playing rugby first. So played rugby first and then transferred from rugby to football. And I played running back when I was around 8. And my childhood hero was Marshawn Lynch. So I was always watching him, trying to play like him during those younger ages. And that was just him, man.
Beast mode.
I just wrote beast mode on my paper. I have a Marshawn Lynch story for you, Sima. Since you're a fan of his, you probably know of his show or his podcast called In Your City. You ever heard of that?
I've seen some clips of it, but I didn't know it was a show. But
yeah, he's been all over the country. He'll come to your city and do what your city's known for. So he come to Maryland and he went out on the Chesapeake Bay. He went fishing, he went crabbing, and then he brought the crabs back to a local restaurant. I live on Kent Island on the Eastern Shore. He brought some crabs and fish back and they cooked it for him. And my daughter brought the food to Marshawn Lynch's table, and she said he tipped very well. And they said he was just a nice guy, man. The whole crew. I knew the captain of the boat. I knew all the guys there. They were all telling me, "Don't say nothing. I'm live on the show at the time on Sunday morning, going, Marshawn Lynch over here." So yeah, he's a great guy, is what my daughter said. She said he wasn't, mean to nobody. He wasn't like some of these, I hate to say it because you're a young athlete, but like some of these younger athletes that make it, man, they don't break down. Marshawn seemed really for real guy. So did you follow him to the Hawks, or when were you liking Marshawn Lynch, when he was playing for who?
I started watching him when he played for the Hawks, and most of his highlights were with Seattle. So I tried to play with him during the time he was with them. But I didn't even know he played for the Bills and stuff until I've seen older clips of him.
Yeah.
But it was just all Marshawn when I was little.
All right, and that's the transition I'm going to do right now. And let's talk about when you were little. Did you start playing you say you started playing rugby first.
Yes, sir. So I played rugby when I was.
I said, tell me and Keith a little bit more about the rugby.
So I played rugby when I was around 5 to 8, but it was kind of, I didn't really like it because I was kind of hurting all the kids that I was playing against. So I just kind of felt bad. So I just didn't want to play anymore. And that's when I transferred to football with pads and stuff. So I felt like I could really try and not be able to hurt anybody that much.
What age was this?
This was age 5 through 8.
So then you're saying that about 8 years old is when you put the pads on and played for organized football.
Yes, sir.
And where was that at? What club were you at?
This was in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I played for Woods Cross Wildcats. That's in Salt Lake City. Mm-hmm. But that's where it started.
I seen in some of your online posts that you weren't born in the United States. Am I correct in saying that?
Tonga? Yes, sir. I was born in Tonga. So it's next to New Zealand and Fiji. So
how long were you there before you came to the States?
So I was there for 8 years. So I transferred. So I moved out here right as I turned 7, and then when I turned 8, I was here in the U.S. So I played rugby out there and then moved here.
West Coast. So how long were you on the West Coast? How long were you over there?
I think we was there for about freshman year. So I moved here freshman year. So 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So Keith, you got anything about that
First
rugby
of
and
all,
hurting people?
Jack, this show is international again, which I like. You know, Brad Craddock was from New Zealand. We had him on a while back. So, Sima, are you in a military family? Because I noticed that you.
I am, yeah. My father's in the Army, so.
Got it. How has some of those fundamentals and that life kind of shaped you up to this point from when you came to the States? You moved around a couple times as a child or as a younger kid, and how's that sort of instilled some of your work ethic that you have that you bring to the table today?
We didn't really have to move around too much.
Okay.
This is the second move or the third move I've had to do. So I would say like getting used to change. So if like when I'm playing football and like my head coach, he's not our head coach anymore, so I had to adjust to a new coach. I'd be pretty good at that, but that's about it.
All right, let's talk a little about football here, because I see where you played some running back and then you slowly transitioned to defensive side of the ball. So what are the nuances between the two? What do you think? Obviously I think you're going to move forward playing defense, but what about playing offense sort of helps you and has shaped your defensive game?
Offense, I've always like tried to run away from people or run through them. But on defense, I'm trying to guess all the time what they're gonna do. But on offense, I don't have to guess. I'm the one making the choices where I'm going. And so I take that to my mind. So I put myself in their shoes and play defense against myself, basically. So
yeah, I mean, you played the position, so you might see tendencies, keys, or something that may tip something off that would give you an upper hand. That's really cool. Go ahead, Jack.
Keith, every kid when they 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, if they end up being a great high school player, they were a running back or a quarterback when they were younger, Everybody was that. So that's where I think you got your running back prowess from, is your freshman year. It looked like you were running back, fullback type thing. Tell me what you liked best about being an offensive player and what you like best about being a defensive player. I think I know one of the answers, but let me hear it from you, Sima.
On offense, I really just like running into people, which is kind of like the point of the game. But like I just like running into people. And on defense, man, I it's like the thrill of the game where I have to stop them from getting to another point, of like getting a first down or any yards. I just like the challenge of that. And like being on offense, it's like a goal to get the first down, but there's obviously a defense there. But I just like the contact sport.
I get you. So I'm going to switch over a little bit. I'm going to switch over to Coach Hayes right now, because Keith and I both know Danny. We both known Danny for a long time, 30 years or so. Tell me about your relationship with Coach Hayes and what he has helped you with in your senior year here.
Yeah, Coach Hayes is one of the best coaches I've had. Coach Hayes has been one of the best coaches I've had. And
check your mic.
It's fine.
And me and him, anytime I need.
You're good. You're good. Keep going,
Go ahead.
Sima. You're good.
Anytime I need something or I need to call him, he answer the phone no matter the time. It could be like 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, and he'll answer. And he's changed the way I look at sports and look at football. And it's not just the game. It's like life and
Yeah.
he takes care of his players, man.
How
He
many?
made me feel like his son.
How many? You seem like in practice, even you're probably turned up, and you're probably a problem. How many times has coach had to tell you, "Hey, man, we gotta, don't go hurting anybody. Don't go hurting anybody on the offense because you're on a mission. I know you want to get good reps in. So tell me a little bit about that."
So in practice, I kind of like chill out a little bit because I don't really want to hurt anybody on the team. But man, if coach says to really go, then going.
Yeah, I mean
And
that offensive tackle needs good reps too. So
that's there.
yeah.
You just gotta sharpen each other.
Tell me about being a captain and what some of that responsibility instills, and some of the messages that you had, for your teammates during the season, whether you went through some adversity or even if it was, you guys had a big, won a big game or had a big spot, but you want to keep everybody grounded as well. Want to get too high, not too low.
Yeah, being a captain in LaPlata is hard. It's hard. We don't really win games, but the players are still strong, and you just got to remind them that it'll get better, and that Coach Hayes will change this program, and for all the young people, because we only had 3 seniors.
Okay.
So the rest of the players were all youngins, so they just had to have somebody step up after the seniors left, and someone to keep taking Coach Hayes' words and helping everybody else out. Yeah.
That's definitely it, Sima. Coach Hayes, if anybody doesn't know Coach Danny Hayes, just Google him, man. The dude has won he was at Gwynn Park 30 years. He's out here with I want to say, a little bit of an inexperienced football program at LaPlata. Could that be true to say, Sima? And
Yes, sir.
Coach Hayes is the perfect person to rebuild that program. And you're correct. All they got to do is believe in the process. Believe in the process that Coach Hayes is laying down. How did you feel? You said there was only 3 seniors on the team.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel that you 3 seniors helped the lower classmen teammates of yours to keep their head up and look forward?
I mean, me and the other 2 seniors, we were just always excited for the next match, but everybody else was either down or they were looking at the next game and was like, dang, we can't beat these guys. But we was always telling them we can beat them, or we always had the positive attitude, telling them that like and some of them would say that we have next year, whatever. But for the seniors, you don't have next year. And
Right.
that's what we try to tell them. We got to take advantage this year.
Great message.
No, that's amazing, though. That you were able to play at that high level and get the accolades you got, being from a not so winning program at this time. It's a tough conference over there. A lot of people don't know about SMAC. The Southern Maryland Athletic Conference. They are doing big stuff down there. St. Mary's County, Charles County, Calvert County. I tell you, they had 4 teams in states this year for football. That's got to tell you something about that area of football. So I definitely think Coach Hayes is in the right place, coming from a tough division of Prince George County Public Schools to going down there to Charles. So I think your teammates and your alma mater is going to be fine in the years to come. So tell us about your venture of your other sports you participate in. I brought it up a little earlier. I want to bring it up more now. You're wrestling. You are in the state tournament this week. It looks like you're wrestling a number 12 wrestler, and you're a number 5 rank. What do you expect to do in your first match? Is it Thursday?
Yes, sir. It's tomorrow, Thursday.
Mr. Butts. You got Mr. Butts.
Yes, sir.
Have you wrestled him before?
No, sir. I haven't wrestled most of the kids on the roster, but
Okay.
can't wait to see them.
Well, you had some kind of deal with that Riggleman before. Was that last year? You wrestled Riggleman in the final?
Yes, sir. So me and him wrestled to wrestle the state champ kid, which man, he was giant, man. But I lost to Riggleman, and that was just not a. I was just winded, man. I just didn't have the gas, and I just got tired. But
I wish I would have ran into you at Oxon Hill. I was on the scene at Oxon Hill. Um, Me and my guys was up there doing videos and interviews and stuff. I didn't even think to look for you there. I didn't realize you were a wrestler and a track and field star as well. Coach Hayes filled me in on some of that. So in wrestling, though, what is your go-to move? What is your signature move?
my signature move, I like the low single.
Oh yeah,
It's yes, sir. I just keep using that, or yeah, I just like the low single, man.
all right. Keith, get into this wrestling talk here.
Actually, if I could, I want to talk about the track and field just a touch,
Shifting
because
gears.
I mean, shot put and discus, right? Is that
Yes, sir.
other sports that you've done, and you've performed quite well there. You're not just out there, filling a spot. Like you've won some awards and had some high place finishes on those sports as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you? I think some of our younger listeners, Sima, would love the answer to this. Your response to this question. How do you play all these sports all year round and stay not? You don't get burned out. You got academic responsibilities. You got other things going on. What is sort of the secret sauce? What is your secret? What's your mindset to be able to on the field and off the field, keep yourself straight and not get burnt out?
One big thing is take it one step at a time. So if it's football, then you just focus on football. Don't like try to multitask your sports. And if it's school, then you just gotta focus on school. Sports will take care of itself. And that's it, man. Just take it one step at a time and don't rush it.
There you go. Be where your feet are, right? There you go, Jack.
But
That's what I was saying, Keith. Feet are on the ground. I love it. And I'm seeing a lot more young student athletes like this, Keith. I tell you, when I grew up, man, we was just high on life, being the star, being the man. But nowadays, the kids are more grounded. Their studies are better. I was talking to a coach the other night. His team's got a 3.6 average GPA, 3.6 average. That's very good. And I'm sure Coach Hayes keeps your standards high for your academics as well. So,
yes, sir, it is.
what do you got going on academically, Sima? Tell us what's up.
Sorry, say it again.
I say, so your academics are above board with Coach Hayes?
Yes, sir. Make sure I get into school first without the athletics, and then the athletics will come in.
Well, since you say that, let's just go to that then. You made a decision recently about the college you want to attend. How many visits did you take? I thought I heard Coach Hayes 3 or 4, maybe 5.
No, I visited twice.
Twice. Oh,
Yes,
just
sir.
that university. But did you go to other universities?
Oh, other universities? I think
Yeah.
I've had 17, 18 visits
Wow.
across the East Coast.
Did you enjoy those? Tell me
I
something.
did.
Tell me something that comes out in your mind that you really enjoyed and you'd like to share with us about a visit.
Something I really enjoy are like the difference between like how some D1 schools and the SEC schools are like so different in build.
Mhm.
And the culture is just amazing, man. I just love how you take a football team and you're always around them for like 4 years, 2, 3 years, and yeah, it's just a brotherhood, man.
The camaraderie is something that any athlete misses when they stop playing. The camaraderie is something. I mean, and I didn't even make it pros or nothing, but I played ball into my 30s. And when my second back surgery, time was over. And you miss your teammates. It's kind of like military, and as you said, brotherhood. You hear some teams mention that. So what brought it down to choosing Shepherd? Because I had the coach's name right here. I met one of the coaches at Shepherd. He was at the Chick-fil-A All-Star game that you got injured at late in. But what was it that finally made you pick Shepherd University?
It was the coaches. The coaches really sold it for me. They really were invested in their players, and they were all in, man. And I could just tell by the way the players were reacting to the coaches and how the program was. We got to spend the night over, and we watched them practice. It was just I just felt that was the place where I needed to go.
Okay. Keith?
Sima, what are you kind of most looking forward to and excited about, when you get on campus? I know playing football is going to be a big part of this, but what are you really looking forward to most? Is it just that college atmosphere? Is it ball, all the time, 2-a-days, weights one day? I know when there's restrictions in high school, how much you can practice and how much you can train. That gets a little more lenient in college. Expectations are going to be high. You're a grinder. You can, everything you look up, you got no problem putting the work in. So tell me about that. What you're looking forward to most about landing on campus?
I'm looking most by year-round football. We got to take a break from football sometimes, and you go through wrestling and all that, but once I get to college, it's just strictly football and nothing else. And that's life right there. Just football once you're in college.
You're gonna try to get on that field as a freshman. That's probably a goal of yours to get some playing time.
Sure. I'm trying to get some playing time and hopefully start some games.
Nothing like on-the-job training, getting on the field and getting some live snaps is really.
Tell our listeners where Shepherd College is located, Sima.
Shepherd College is located in West Virginia. It's about it's in Shepherdstown, and it's about two hours away from LaPlata. It's not too far away, but yeah.
No, it's a nice community up there. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a little woodsy up there. But LaPlata's got its areas like that as long as you get off Route 5. We were talking about LaPlata Waldorf traffic, man. I won't go through there after 4 o'clock, man. Will not, won't not.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's a beautiful area up there, though. Harper's Ferry, Shepherdstown. He's going to enjoy it. He's kind of disconnected, but he can get home, on the weekends and stuff.
You can learn about John Brown. John Brown was a bad dude. John Brown was from, I want to say that 1700s or something. It's an old story, but there's a whole thing you can go to up there in Shepherdstown, and you see all this stuff from like the 1800s, to where people could only own one shirt or one pair of denim pants, and they had to be made custom. You can't go to the store and get some Levi's. And I just enjoy that kind of old history. So look into John Brown when you get up there. He's a big name. And what about, let's get into food. Jack always likes getting into food. What's your spot? Where you got to go if you need a little grub? What's your spot you go to?
The spot is Chipotle.
It's everybody's spot.
Chick-fil-A, man. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Nah, I'm a Chipotle sucker. It took me a while to figure out they had crunchy tacos. They good as a mug. But I'm a burrito guy. You can make me a burrito big as my face. I'm ready to go.
Sima, you bowl or burrito?
You mix it up? I mix it up, but I usually go bowl.
My daughter does a bowl and she gets extra tortillas with it. So she does both. She makes mini burritos.
My wife and daughter do steak, half chicken. I usually do steak. What do you do, Sima? What's your protein go to?
I do steak and chicken.
Steak and chicken.
I can't do steak too much no more. I gotta do chicken, old man stuff. Chicken and shrimp. So I wish they had shrimp. I wish they had shrimp up there. I'd tear it up. So we talk about that. Give us. I know you're a busy man with your sports, but you got to have some hobbies. Tell me, and Keith, what's something you like to do in your free time, like a hobby type thing?
I like playing basketball. So I go outside, ball with some friends, or play video games. Or I like to draw.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite video game?
Right now it'd probably be the Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. That one. I just started playing that one.
I heard of it. I don't know it. I ain't played video games in like 10
Neither
years.
have I.
I used to be a big video game. I'm down with Tiger Woods 02. That's me. Tiger Woods. We used to sit over Draw's house, Keith, and gamble on rainy days.
Yeah.
With Tiger Woods on PlayStation. We would gamble on that. So
100%.
that was probably into my video games, man, back in probably 02, 05. But I think it just happened because I became a father and had other responsibilities, and the video game stayed out in the workshop. But
Yep.
I can still pick it up and play now. Don't get me wrong. It's just too many buttons now. Back when I played, there wasn't no tops really. You just had pat. Now, man, you hit it with
Yeah, you just had you had the directional and the A and B. Now you got the left and right down here. And you got two. Yeah, and they don't work.
It don't work like that. It's
also had this thing called a cord. On the remote.
Yeah. I got into it when they had cordless remotes. I thought that was neat. But what's your system you like playing on, Sima?
I like playing on the PlayStation. I don't really do Xbox though. It's kind of.
I never played Xbox. I was always a PlayStation guy. But my PlayStation ain't caught up to today's PlayStation. I might still have PlayStation 2 or 3. What are they up to nowadays?
The PlayStation PS5.
5?
It's the 5. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit more about what's coming up tomorrow with your wrestling match. What do you like to do before the match when you're just, you're getting hyped, you got your headgear hanging, you're taped up, your boots are tied. What are you doing? Are you listening to music? Are you, going through prayers? What are you doing?
I'm listening to music, either laying down on the mat, or I'm walking, pacing around, or I'm just talking to people. But I'm usually listening to music. But yeah.
What are you listening to? What's that? Are you got something that's going to keep you calm, or you got something that's trying to get you like straight hype, or is there, depending on the mood you're in or the situation?
Man, this is gonna be kind of funny and weird, but I like listen to country and classical music while I lock in.
He's an old soul. I can tell. I love it. That's really cool.
Yeah, I just gotta.
You still got me, man. You got me on that one. I thought you was gonna say I wasn't surprised at the classical, but when you said the country too, I was like, holy moly, because I despise country music, man. I was born into country music with my mother just constantly playing it. And then my cousin moved in, and that's when I got into Motown.
Who's your guy in country, Sima? Morgan Wallen? Who you roll with?
Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan.
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I like him. Yeah. I like that Morgan Wallen dude, but I don't like much country, dude. Because back in the day when my mom was doing it, all they were doing was talking about the car broke down, the girlfriend left them, and the dog left. It's like, all right, that's the same old. But some of these new country artists, I do dig them. They got more of I want to say not R&B, but a country pop maybe.
Yeah, it's more mainstream pop.
Yeah,
it's like,
y'all agree?
Not so much twang, to it.
Yes,
yeah.
But you can hear it in them Nashville folks, though.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing against Nashville. Tennessee is a beautiful state, one of the cleanest states I've ever been in my life. I love Tennessee. I've been down to Pigeon Forge. Any of you guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
It's like an ocean city in the mountains. Serious up. It's got a strip with all kind of tourist stuff. Go get your caricature made. Go get your cotton candy. Go get your caramel popcorn. Got every little store like the Boardwalk in Ocean City, but you're up in the Smoky Mountains. And I never knew what it was. I've been there 3 times now in the past 5 years. It's beautiful.
So it's just a typical vacation destination for someone from Tennessee or in that area, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and from out of state, because they got so many little lodges and cabins. They got cabins constant everywhere for rentals and stuff. So it was really nice. You got some good fishing down there. You catch some walleye. I love fishing. You fish, Sima?
I was getting into it during the summer, but I haven't been able to really fish lately. But
What were you
I do
fishing
want to
for?
fish more though.
What were you fishing
Just
for this
bass,
summer?
catfish.
Out of where? What water were you in? Oh, shut.
It was like a pond. It was just a little pond.
Okay. So yeah, now I tell you, catfish are everywhere nowadays. There's some blue cat and there's some, what is it? Blue cat and channel cat, and one of them's invasive, and man, they're just chomping everything up, and the catfish are taking over. And so is snakehead. That's what I want to catch, fellas. I'm almost 60 years old and I still ain't caught a snakehead. I've only fished for them once, but those are some crazy looking fish, guys.
I remember when they caught the first one, people were wondering what the hell it was.
Crofton. I live right down the street from that pond.
Yeah, I remember that was a big deal.
Me and Tracy were right down the street.
Yeah.
And they drained that pond, but they say these fish walked over to the Little Patuxent. They walked over to the Little Patuxent Creek, and now they're in the Chesapeake Bay. They're deep.
So, Sima, who's your NFL squad? I know you like Marshawn Lynch, so but who's your favorite NFL team?
Yeah.
The Rams.
Okay. Tell me why.
It's more because of Puka Nacua, because he went to my I guess I have to say it, my old favorite school. But he used to go to BYU. That was my #1 school.
Because you came from Utah. Okay, yeah. Because you had some time in Utah. Okay.
Yeah, no, I like Puka. Puka's something, man. The way he's playing the wide receiver position, he is just, I don't know how to say it. He's in his quarterback's mind, that back shoulder. God, I wish back shoulder was around when we played, because I can lace a back shoulder. That's the best pass created, man. It's almost impossible to defend the back shoulder.
Yeah, but look. The thing with Nacua for me, and Sima, you may feel the same way. Is like he's not the biggest by any stretch. He's not the fastest at all, but his desire and want to, right? He wants to make that play more than his competition, and you can just see like when he gets a ball in his hand, he inflicts damage. He's not going. The first guy's not tackling him in most instances. So I love the comp. That's seems like you've implemented a lot of that in your game as well.
He likes the Rams. Didn't the Rams just make a trade today with the Chiefs?
They traded for Trent McDuffie.
Yes. So the Rams are tightening up that defensive backfield. They need to tighten up.
They gave up 3, I think a 1, a 5, and a 7, and a 3 next year, something like that.
It was a mess. Yeah. Yes. I tell you, now we're talking football, just 3 guys sitting here talking football. I'm cool with that. The Kansas City Chiefs are getting ready to go buck wild. You watch. In the draft, they're going to be making some splashes. I wouldn't be surprised to see them trade up and get a top 4 pick, top 5 pick. I think the Chiefs want Love from Notre Dame. You familiar with the running back at Notre Dame, Sima?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I think he would fit really nice in the Kansas City offense. Now, what is it? Pachenko, the running back they had, and Hunt. They're just running backs, man. They get old at 26, 27 nowadays.
Yeah.
So I think Kansas City's going to make a lot of noise. Me and Keith are Washington fans. We hope Washington makes a lot of noise. I want them to get a few free agents and maybe trade some draft picks. What do you think the Rams need in the draft? I mean, I know I caught you off guard with this one, but
I think we need
some line.
I think we need a line.
Yeah.
Give them more time.
Yeah. Definitely they need that, and I think they need a little bit of either linebacker or inside defensive lineman.
Stafford's gonna play. They still got Nakua. They got Adams another year, right? Kyron's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are right about the defensive side of the ball. Cam Curl's a free agent, so they're gonna need he's not a top half
but
of the league.
Cam's gonna get paid though. Cam's gonna get paid. He's not going to stay.
The Rams, that trade today, the Rams went all in a couple years ago, won a Super Bowl. I think they're trying to do the same thing. They recognize the window with Adams and Stafford. It's closing, so I think they're gonna go for it hard here for sure.
Yeah, all the Rams needed was a little bit more defense because you can't lose games. You can't lose games 49-45.
Right. And they got I think the top 2 or 3. 1 to 3 best coaches in the NFL in McVay, period, the end. Especially when it comes to offense.
Sima, you told us your childhood hero football player. Give me 2 of your favorite defensive players in the league today. 2 of your favorite defensive players in the league today.
Shoot, man.
It's my job.
He looks like a Myles Garrett type to me.
Oh,
I do like Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is one.
Like Parsons, man.
I like the linebacker from the 49ers.
Fred Warner?
Fred Warner, yeah.
Yeah. I like Freddie. Yeah.
How about Crosby or Parsons? Any of those? Since you're on the
Michael Parsons. Yeah, they're up there, but Myles Garrett and
he hasn't said Parsons though, have you? Michael Parsons, Green Bay.
Michael Parsons,
won't hurt my feelings if you don't like him.
I like him. He's just. I think you gotta put a little bit more weight on him.
Yeah,
240s.
Okay.
Sima, for you, do you have a preference or does it matter? Rushing from the right or the left? Or you feel like you're better at one or the other, or it just
I'm better
where the matchup is?
I like being on the left side.
I like right.
And, my strong hand is my right, and I gotta extend with my right hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, I know you say you like the Rams. But tell me another quarterback in the league you like to watch play other than Stafford. Is there any other quarterback you like to watch play in the league? I like watching Baker Mayfield myself. I love some Baker Mayfield. And Sanders. I like Shador.
Yeah, I like to watch Shador. Shador, he either makes the best plays or he just is there.
I think he's going to make it. I think he's going to be fine. I think him and Genty.
He's going to be a star. But
I think they're going to be hell in L.A. If they can get a good wide receiver and maybe a little bit more defense in Vegas, they might be a wild card team this season coming up. I'm not putting no guarantee on it, but I like Genty and no, I'm sorry, not Genty. Genty's with the Raiders.
Judkins. He had a devastating. I'm worried about Judkins. He had a devastating injury there late in the year. He may not be ready.
But so did Nick Chubb a couple years ago, and he's back.
Yeah, but he ain't Nick Chubb. He ain't nowhere near Nick Chubb anymore.
Yeah, well, you seen that knee. That knee went forward. They ain't supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
I was watching that game when that happened. Yeah. But no, I enjoy watching Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of just Baker Mayfield's dog. He's got dog in him, And then you got a guy like Mike Evans. I mean, he plays. He doesn't say, I'm hurt, my finger hurts. Mike Evans puts time out there, does his 1,000 yards for all these times. And I just enjoy seeing them two work together. I think they're like freaking frack. And
Mike
then,
Evans, Mike Evans is linked to DC as a free
they're
agent.
right. Come in.
I just heard it come across the wire that, they wouldn't be, surprised if Washington really need that possession type of receiver opposite of Terry.
Well,
Terry takes the top off, and you have the surgical route runner sort of in Adams, obviously in Evans.
Washington definitely needs somebody opposite side of Terry because Terry will get triple teamed all the time, but Terry needs to get his ass in the lineup first. What do you guys think, man? Today's news breaking was Stephon Diggs let go by the Patriots. I put out a post earlier. Do you think Stephon will be interested in coming home? Do you see Stephon in Baltimore or Washington? Sima, first of all, what do you think about Stephon Diggs and where he might end up? Do you think he'll come back to the area? He's from Baltimore.
I don't think he wants to come back. I feel like he might have to go to another team and build off there. And I don't really.
I see that, and he has done a great job. Sometimes players get in trouble when they go back home and into bad situations and because when he first got drafted, he was just hanging with some cats. Ended up the one cat's a felon and the other dude's wanted, and the NFL got shook. That was a long time ago. But
DC especially has been proven to swallow some dudes up, and they struggle.
Derek Fenner
struggle here. But look, I don't think look, I saw a lot of growth from Stephon Diggs on the field, leadership and stuff. He was saying all the right things. He still had the off the field stuff. So that's the thing with Stephon. It's always noisy. He had the famous girlfriend and stuff like that. So sometimes teams don't want that extra stuff on the field. And, on Sundays, I don't think there's a team in the league that wouldn't like to have him on their team. He's a dog-ass competitor. But we'll see. I don't think either DC or Baltimore is a good fit, though. Not with the rookie coach in Baltimore.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering. This is toward the tail end of his career. He's been in the league plus 10 years.
Yeah.
Is it about that time to where, he might want to play in front of his loved ones more because he does ball out when he comes to town. I believe they played Washington this year. He did pretty good. They beat the Ravens this year. So I don't know what Stephon will do. I do think he's matured, but he never really got in that big trouble that some athletes get in. I think he just skirted around the edge of trouble. So I'm cool with that. It's getting about that time. Where are we at? 48. Yeah. We got a couple more. So what do you? I'm trying to get into your game at Shepherd University coming up in September or maybe late August. I'm not sure when your season starts. What do you want to see? Look into the future. Tell me what you want to see on that sideline, your first suit up, and what you do. If that makes any sense.
I'm going to try to make sense.
Thank you, sir. Just coming out, first game, warm-ups, you're on the sideline, and the game's getting ready to start. You going to be on that kickoff team? You going to be on that receiving team? You going to be on that defense team? What are you going to be doing in this first game, you think, after getting the offseason?
I'm going to put me on the kickoff, which I love being on a kickoff. We just get to hit random people. It doesn't matter who.
Kickoff, right.
That's probably other than defense, that's probably my favorite thing to do is kickoff. Just run down, hit somebody.
Well, let's stop right there. Sima, time out. So you're talking about running down and hitting people on kickoff. I used to love it myself. What do you think about how it is in the NFL now, though? They got to wait till the boy catches the ball, and then they hit each other this close together. What do you think about that versus what you love doing high school and college level? What do you think?
I don't really like it, but I mean it's for safety stuff, so I guess it's
okay.
All right, but
all right.
Not really.
I got two more for you, Sima. I want to say, thank you, man, for taking the time. as you start to think about this summer, what are the coaches at Shepherd asking of you? Is it, hey, work on your speed and agility? Is it strength training? Is it a little bit of everything? What are they, like my daughter's going to be going to Greensboro to play college, play soccer. She'll be a freshman. Greensboro is just graduating high school this year, just like yourself. And, they've got specific things they want her to work on sort of in the off season. What's your focus going to be?
My focus is going to be on speed, and they want me to gain a little bit more weight. So I'm going to push to 300. And
that means more trips to Chipotle, maybe twice a day.
Yeah. Chipotle.
All right. Yeah. Last one for me, Jack. Sima, what kids coming after you? What advice or suggestions would you make a kid in your shoes that's going to come behind you as you've gone through this recruiting process, this mindset the last 2 years, knowing that your focus was to play collegiate sports? What would you pass along to our younger listeners that are watching this interview today?
Start recruitment early, and keep in contact. And you just got to really trust your coaches, and you just got to keep playing the game. And yeah, man, you just got to keep, and you got to believe in yourself, man. If you don't believe in yourself, then you really can't do anything.
Very good answer. Thanks for that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We got a couple comments coming in late. J-Dub, Jack Wagner, when we were talking about Puka has some of the best hands in NFL. And he says he catches everything and anything close. Jack, we agree. We were both giving Puka high praises. Then we got another comment here from, where'd it go? My StreamYard ain't where that is. Oh, this is shout out to my boy Keith. There's Keith's shout out at. There you go. There's our guy Joshua Walker talking about my guy Keith. What about my guy Jack? What's up? What's up? Tell everybody about Josh's show, will you, Keith?
Yeah, I mean, Josh is a great host. His name of his show is escaping my mind. But I've been on the show. Highly opinionated. Sorry, I'm sorry, Josh. My bad. He's got a fire show. It's produced very well by Ross. I was lucky enough to be on an episode a few weeks back. I think I'm going to come on again. Sima, I'm a big golfer, so I'm sort of the resident in the local area. I'm sort of the resident golf guru. So the Masters and some of those big tournaments are coming up. So it's my hunting season. It's coming. So Josh is a great host. Has a great program there. So everybody, please subscribe to his show and listen in.
Yeah, you can find Unapologetic on YouTube.
Highly opinionated on
YouTube, and I'm not sure where else is at, but that's where I watch it, is on YouTube. And Unapologetic is Lee Ice and Flying Brian. Those two are my guys too. I worked with Lee Ice when I first started podcasting over 2 years ago. He got me into this with another production company. So them guys are shining, man, and they're putting out some good content. So if you get a chance, check those two out. It's about time for us to wrap up.
Okay.
Sima, I appreciate you coming on, chopping it up with us. It was great getting to know you a little better.
And thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to follow you at Shepherd. Don't be surprised if the big guy makes a field trip. I've been known to pop up. And,
yes, sir. I can't wait.
All right. And I want to give out some thanks to Chesapeake Landscape Materials. We got some good weather coming up. I hear it's going to be almost in the 70s this weekend. If you want to get a jump on some of that yard work you got going on, you go down to Chesapeake Landscape Materials, man. He got all different colors, mulch, he's got gravel, he's got pavers, he's got everything, drain pipe. You go down to Chesapeake Landscape Materials, tell them the gentleman sent you. They might hook you up. They're at 8217 Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard in Pasadena, Maryland. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 to 4 p.m., and they're getting ready to start their new hours on Saturday, 7 to 2 p.m. So get down there and people, man. They're good people. Take care of you. They deliver everything. 410-437-7718. I want to thank the Jacob Sloan Foundation. Anybody get time, go to jacobsloanfoundation.com. Check them out. They're doing great things for kids all over the state of Maryland. They do book bags on opening weekend of school. They help kids and scholarship them into sports programs so they can, play sports even though their parents can't afford it. It's just a great program, the Jacob Sloan Foundation. It touches me right here, man. It touches me right here, fellas. I want to thank One Car Productions for helping put this on today. And as my dad always tells us, Keith, my dad say, I'm going to get ready to turn you loose. We're out.